This is Isabelle Litzler, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. So this video today is a video following what I've talked about with the Swiss market and how to find if there's opportunity. So a lot of you by now realize that maybe they do have to change careers. And I want to give you the 6 qualities of career changers to be successful in your career change so that you can have a better experience with it. So without any further ado, the first quality that I see in successful career change is to adapt to situations. So if you watched again my previous video, I will link it again below. I talked about how to do the research online and to see really what the market needs. So to go away from this is the job that I do, but to think more in terms of, you know, skills matched to a job market need. So more in terms of economical or economy type of needs rather than the typical standard job position. So we're shifting away from this whole position thing or field or area of work that you're in, but now we're thinking more in terms of skills and, you know, do you have skills that match the market? So really be adaptive to the situation and look at it as maybe a positive for something better for you. So even though you may not have embraced this change because you were let go or laid off, look at it as a way maybe to develop your skill set, to become this person that you've wanted to become, but you didn't because you were stuck in something comfortable. So that's number 1. Number 2 is develop your taste for freedom, for trying something new. So the successful job changer is someone who's actually seeing the change as positive and really getting more liberty from it. And an example of that is working from home. You know, a lot of people realize that actually they get more time for themselves. They get to avoid all this commute and the traffic. I talked about this in a video I've done with another entrepreneur where we save so much time avoiding all this commute, going to an office and being more flexible. So with phone calls, for example, where you can do early morning or later in the evening because you're at home. So again, looking at the positive and the freedom gained from all this. Number 3 is you have to stay patient without losing your goal. So in a career change, it's going to take a lot of efforts and a lot of points that you're going to have to go through, checkpoints that you're going to have to go through. Maybe there's an education that's needed. And then usually after getting your new education, you have to intern maybe, or start using those skills, or maybe working for free. So you're going to have to go through those stages where it's not going to be an immediate successful change, or you may have to go through a situation where you tried something new and it didn't work out, so you have to try again. So that's not always going to be a smooth type of road. But the best way to go about it is to really watch my other video to look at the market needs. And again, I repeat this for a reason, is because I see so many people who go with maybe something they like, or maybe their friends did it and they think, oh, this is a great career path. Forget all that, just look at what is needed. And if you do this, you don't really have to job hunt so heavily, because you will find that if you match the market, people will go and hire you because they will see the need to have you as a qualified person in their team. So I give the example of Scrum Master. Last time I've searched at the Swiss market, there was a lot of need for Scrum Master. It's basically project management, lots of job openings. So the person who has this qualification right now doesn't have to do heavy lifting because they have the qualifications for something that's in demand. Now, if you're a designer of some kind, and again, I have nothing wrong in this field. I think it's great and it's fantastic. But maybe you find there's not such a big market need. So you're going to have to expand, maybe go into different geographies than Switzerland, or, look at something different. But I'm just saying, at least if you're going to learn something, try to learn something where there's a demand. Number 4 is be curious. So when you're a career changer, you have to do this mindset of wanting to learn about different things. And people who find opportunities are usually people who go and look at things and check things and want to know more about the hidden market, for example, which I talk a lot talk about a lot, what's going on in Switzerland in terms of the hidden job market. So if you're not curious, if you're the type of person who's not the type that goes and search for information, and you're always waiting that the information comes to you on your feed, on social media, etc., you're going to have a step behind. So the people who find those opportunities are people who are actually proactive. They go and find the information before it becomes mainstream. So you have one step in advance in terms of your people that will compete against you. So if you're looking at a job and you're looking at the market and you're just taking in what you see online, but you're not proactively searching for things, you're going to find that there's always going to be people before you in terms of applications, in terms of your market, where you're working, etc. So you have to be curious. You have to be a little bit of a information finder. Number 5 is you have to be bold. So it goes a little bit with curiosity, is you have to be the type of person who's embracing, again, the change, as I said before, and making it work for you. So this type of personality where you're going for it and you just fear less, basically. And finally, number 6 is you have to start or maintain a network. So if you don't have a network right now, this is definitely the time to activate it, because in a tight market, in a market where it's shifting and jobs are going to be scarce, the best way for you to hear about those jobs before everybody else is to have very qualified people that in different fields that will keep you informed of what they see going on in their different industries. That's going to also avoid that you go into the wrong industry. So I would say it's better to start this before you start a new education or degree of some kind, because that's going to help you pinpoint where there's demand before you invest in something where there's no demand. So that's how I work with my network, is also to try to source what's going on, to get the temperature of what's working, what's not working, where are the trends, etc. So again, you want to know this before it becomes mainstream and you see it in your feed or in newspapers, magazines, etc. You want to get the news before they become news, because by then it's already a little bit late. So if you wait until you see a company that's doing layoffs and you read it in the newspaper, and you just invested in a degree to work in something where there's no future at the moment, I would say that's your fault in a way. So it's your responsibility to become your own entrepreneur in terms of your career. By the way, I have a group, it's called Careerpreneur, and that's exactly what we do, is we look at trends, we look at networking, etc. I have a free session coming up this Monday, so I would really, really encourage you to register. It's going to be at 6 p.m. It's a free session where we'll talk more about Careerpreneur and how we can work together to get you out there and put yourself in a position of success in terms of your career. So I hope this was helpful. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.